Hello there, David Violet at Note-Taking for Consecutive Interpreting. Today at our weekly practice, actually our twice-a-week practice, we had a little discussion about what to do when you are doing a consecutive and you hear something that is not quite clear to you. And you have a decision to make. One thing is that you can ask the speaker to repeat or to clarify for you. Frequently that's not a good option, or it's impossible. The speaker has left, the speaker is in another conversation, or maybe you've already asked a couple of times and you don't want to ask too many times because it interrupts everything. There may be other solutions as well, such as to say at this point the interpreter is not quite sure but believes it was this, and then say your best version. A lot of interpreters are, let's say, the temptation frequently is to say something that includes most of the words or the elements that we think were in the idea, but to put them together in a manner that is not particularly clear. And I would like to share with you a doubt that I've had through my career, because if I remember well what I read in Danica Seleskovic's book, or maybe it was in class in the 80s when she was my teacher, she was adamant about la clarté, being clear. And I'm pretty sure it was in her book where she says that she's seen a lot of interpreters saying something vague because they weren't quite sure. And she was against that solution. I believe her reasoning was that, well, if you do that, the audience is going to be thinking, I don't follow, I don't understand. And they are forced to assume either the interpreter is not reliable or the speaker is not particularly clear. If you do it more than once, both the interpreter and the speaker are going to be called more and more into question. So what she recommended was to be clear about whatever your best hypothesis of what was meant is. And I have applied that throughout my career, because I believe that it's probably the best policy. One of the reasonings she gave, and I believe again that it was in the book, was that as long as it's clear, then the speaker, if she understands the target language, or someone in the audience who may understand both languages, or even if no one understands both languages, someone, at least if it's clear, can ask, can say, I don't agree, or I think that's wrong. Whereas if it's vague, there's nothing to disagree with or to agree with, and we actually end up undermining the profession of interpretation, because people start thinking that this is not working. I don't understand what is being said. Maybe it's too complex for interpretation. So I would be curious about what you think. When you don't quite understand and you are not in a position to request a clarification or any of the other solutions, what is the best policy? Please put your comment below. I think this is a worthy discussion topic. Remember, I do offer a course in note-taking for consecutive interpreting, and there is, if you'd like a little free sample, there is a course full of symbols. It's a mini course on symbols. You can take a look in the description below this video on YouTube and find the link to that free course And please do give me a like if you like this, and also subscribe to my channel. And I will see you at the next video.